Welcome in. Excuse me. I clean up some of these overlays. You guys are looking in at the MRL. Cup Series Jockey Lot 200 at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We got a bunch of action-packed racing for you guys set here tonight. I continue to get these guys what they need. You're watching the Booty Scoot Racing Network. Excuse me. Apologize. Welcome again, everybody, to the Booty Scoot Racing Network. You are looking in at the MRL Gen 6 Cup Series at the Jockey Lot 200, live at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. Everett Larson and his number 07 machine flying down the back straightaway. James Fountain currently sits with the fastest time right now. We appreciate you guys joining in here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Kevin Tanko smugging it into his pit box here as we round down the final minutes of practice here. Track not all actively hot. Look at Bobby Kyle. Tokyo drifting around turns 3 and 4. Bobby Kyle from Honorsville, Georgia, making the trip up north to North Carolina here tonight to try to score a win here and lock himself into the MRL playoff series. Honorsville, Georgia, Bobby Kyle. You look down here at Pelzer, South Carolina's Travis Wall and his number 7 Ford Mustang, ripping through the gears down 3 and 4. It's a beautiful championship paint scheme, not championship, champion, excuse me. Beautiful race car. Bunch of Carolina kids in the field tonight, and we are in one of the Carolinas. Can one of the Carolina kids lock themselves in to the MRL Gen 6 Cup Series playoff? The win here in the Jockey Lot 200. Showtime Chase Johnson, Greer, South Carolina, pulls out onto the racetrack for his final couple laps here in practice. We got about 2 or 3 minutes left in practice. These guys working out the final adjustments on their race car. Showtime Chase Johnson feeling a little holiday spirit inside of that race car, the El Bandler. Look at that beautiful race car. CJR Chase Johnson raced and locked himself into the MRL Gen 6 playoffs with a win 2 weeks ago at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway, just absolutely dominating that race. And then it was taken from him by Kevin Tankos. Showtime Chase Johnson, still heartbroken, but trying to lock himself in and do what he can here today. If you were here earlier in the week, last week here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, Showtime Chase Johnson won the I-85 Late Model Stock Series that is live broadcasted here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Looking to do the same here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. His practice has come to a close, ladies and gentlemen. As you look down over the pit boxes, all these crew chiefs getting their final adjustments and data points in on the laptops. Who's going to be number 1 out on the pit road to get a qualifying lap here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway? You are looking in at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina for the Jockey Lot 200 MRL Gen 6 Cup Series live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. It's Everett Larson and his 07 Chevy Camaro will pull off. He'll be our first contestant here. We'll pull up everything, see what he's doing, maybe possibly getting the oil hot. We'll just go ahead and switch over to the triple deuce of Chris Knighty from Indiana. Tap this ass daddy. You don't want to be looking behind that when you're driving here tonight. The triple deuce of Chris Knighty roaring through the gears off turns 3 and 4. He was coming to the green flag to take his first lap of his qualifying lap. Chris Knighty is on the time board. Guys are going to have to be real careful gliding themselves to their corner. A lot of grip in these corners on this cold, chilly night here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. But with grit comes discipline. You want to save those tires and do what you got to do. Pull up the time ticker here. Chris Knighty roaring through turns 3 and 4. Lags in and out. Switch back over to somebody else. So look down at the 07 Everett Larson. He'll come to complete his lap. Can he do better than any of the other two? John Michael Bryant, the boogeyman in that beautiful 23 J Money Sense candle wax Ford Mustang machine from Greer, South Carolina. Your mom's favorite driver. Tell her to stand up. He's currently sitting fastest on the board. Appears to be a little faster than what he was currently. Showtime Chase Johnson from Greer, South Carolina out on the racetrack. Showtime Chase Johnson hauling ass to turns 3 and 4. Want to have that wheel nice and straight. Chase Johnson comes and brings it across the line. Where will he score? Top board for Showtime Chase Johnson. Look on board here, the number 13 DapDaddyRacing.com owner of Jonathan Smith from Goldsboro, North Carolina, ripping the bottom side of the racetrack off turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Where will Jonathan Smith post to his lap time? Top board for number 13, Jonathan Smith. We look down at the 02 Maynard Motors Ford Mustang of the kid Nicholas Maynard from Welford, South Carolina, the 22-year-old. Trying to lock himself into the MRL Gen 6 Series playoffs. Ripping through turns 3 and 4. Coming into completion of his first lap. No, he's taking the green for his first lap. Nicholas Maynard into turn 1. Look inside on board with Nicholas Maynard. The kid from Welford, South Carolina. Getting busy in the inside of that race car. Just a beautiful red machine. Glowing underneath the lights here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Nicholas Maynard off turns 3 and 4. Coming to completion of his first lap. Where will he post? Nicholas Maynard's bottom of the board. Can he do better? Nicholas Maynard ribbons through turns 1 and 2. We pull up Nicholas Maynard's onboard dashboard, see if he's going to track any better. Going into turns 3 and 4, Nicholas Maynard's got to get down to the bottom side of the racetrack. If he wants to do what he's got to do to pole, he gets tight, chases up the racetrack, hits the wall. Nicholas Maynard loose. Lock it down. Nicholas Maynard won't save it in qualifying. That'll do it for Nicholas Maynard. He'll stay on the bottom of the board. The kid Nicholas Maynard wrecks in qualifying. Ain't that something to shake up here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel? First wreck of the day, Nicholas Maynard goes into the wall during qualifying. Nicholas Maynard will pull up the qualifying results here. We wait on these guys to get on the grid. Jonathan Smith is your pole sitter and your pole winner. The number 13 Elite Southern Motorsports will take home the pole. Kevin Tanko's in the number 4 Rush Motorsports machine will round out the second place spot. Travis Wall and his Radius Racing machine out of Speedy Ford Mustang round out the third place spot. Bobby Kyle, the 60-something-year-old BKM racing driver in the 777, round out a P5 spot. Everett Larson will be in the P5 spot in the number 07. So we get ready for these guys to come out on pit road here as we go ahead and do as we always do here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Take a moment of silence for the soldiers and any one of those who's fallen overseas. Thank you. Welcome back into the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We are seconds away from green flag action here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We are live in Concord, North Carolina. You have found it. You don't want to miss it right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you slap that follow button, punch that like button. If you found what you're looking here, we'll go ahead and start out the field tonight as everybody continues to load in. We're waiting on our pole sitter of Jonathan Smith. There he goes. Jonathan Smith, ladies and gentlemen, in the Nap Daddy Racing number 13 Premier Setups Chevy Camaro from Goldsboro, North Carolina is your pole sitter. Rounding out the second place spot, driving the number 4 Budweiser Chevy Camaro from Hawthorne, New Jersey, the 19-year-old Kevin Tankos. Rounding out the third place spot, but yet to load in, driving the number 7 from Pelzer, South Carolina, Travis Wall. Rounding out the 777 tonight from Martinsville, Georgia, the 67-year-old Bobby Kyle. Rounding out the top 5 spot tonight, driving the Food City number 07 Chevy Camaro, Everett Larson. From Greer, South Carolina, driving the number 78 Camaro, Showtime Chase Johnson. Rounding out the 7th place spot, driving their home run cafe Chevy Camaro from Greer, South Carolina, Tony Cook. Rounding out the 8th place spot, driving the number 81 Ford Mustang from Troy, Alabama, the 25-year-old Terry Hughes Jr. Rounding out the 9th place spot, driving the Triple Deuce from Indiana, Chris Niety. And rounding out the 10th place spot after Reagan and qualifying, driving the number 02 Maynard Motors Ford Mustang from Welford, South Carolina, the kid, Nicholas Maynard. And rounding out the 11th place spot, catching up to the back of the field from Greer, South Carolina, your mom's favorite driver, John Michael Bryant. We look back here to the front of the field, ladies and gentlemen. You've found it right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Jonathan Smith is our pole sitter as he's getting ready to pull us down in the restart zone. Peter, the pace car, will pull into pit road as we get ready, set for 100 laps of action-packed racing here in Concord, North Carolina. The sun is set. The temperatures have went down. The lights are on. And Jonathan Smith is in the restart zone. We are green at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jonathan Smith jumping to the outside of the pack. We're not know what's going on. 3 wide already. Tony Cook issues early. Number 33 of Tony Cook down on the apron early. We'll check back on that. These guys are battling side by side. I'm hearing from the admin, Jonathan Smith has jumped the start on the race. He'll have to serve a black flag penalty for jumping before the green flag to start the race. Jonathan Smith, what a crucial spot, starting in the 9th pole. Will have to go serve a black flag penalty. Not something you want to see here. Still early in the season, but hopefully we get something in. He can get himself back on the lead lap. Jonathan Smith will have to serve a black flag penalty. Meanwhile, the number 7 of Travis Wall from Pelzer, South Carolina, and the number 7 champion Ford Mustang finds himself out front. He'll take that for free, he says. Travis Wall doing what he's got to do, but he'll be under attack by the 14-year-old 07 of Everett Larson. The Food City Chevy Camaro looks bad fast tonight. Can he do what he's got to do? Better back it up, save some tires. Showtime Chase Johnson looking to make something shake. Down the back straightaway, Everett Larson looks to the outside of Travis Wall, but can't complete the pass and look back down on the inside, think better of it. Showtime Chase Johnson trailing it on the outside. Terry Hughes Jr. from Troy, Alabama, the 25-year-old, up 4 spots. Today's hard charge so far, we're only 3 laps in. That Ford Mustang is hooked up, and he is scooting and booting, as we say here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Kevin Tango is the number 4 machine from Hawthorne, New Jersey. Kevin Harvick has made his return to the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Can Kevin Tangos run down the guys in front of him? You better watch out. The boogeyman all over the back bumper. John Michael Bryan, that beautiful number 23 Ford Mustang. J Money Sense Wax Candles. Make sure you hit him up on TikTok, JM Bryant, to get your wax candles from Greer, South Carolina. That Ford Mustang looks bad fast tonight as he just blows the doors off of Kevin Tankos. Bobby Kyle from Martinsville, Georgia, the 777 on the high side, on the outside of the 02 of Nicholas Maynard. They battle down the back straightaway, door to door. We got a battle for the lead. Everett Larson looks to the inside of Travis Wall. He'll complete the pass off turns 4. We are 5 laps into the Jockey Lot 200 live at Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing. We're 5 laps in. It's Jonathan Smith Gets a black flag from the pole, and he is off pit road from serving his penalty. Showtime Chase Johnson up 3 spots. Terry Hughes up 4 spots. Everett Larson in the lead. As you fly high over the Charlotte Motor Speedway, you look down at Showtime Chase Johnson absolutely ripping that thing off turn 4. He's ran down the race leader of Everett Larson as they battle into turns 1 and 2. Showtime Chase Johnson has got that Chevy Camaro hooked up early in this race. We're 8 laps in to the Jockey Lot 200 live on the Booty Scooter Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing. Make sure you punch that like button and press that follow button. We really appreciate it. Got a lot of guys tuning in here on the TikTok stream. Make sure you do what you're supposed to. Just like these guys, we've been caution-free 9 laps down on the Jockey Lot 200. Showtime Chase Johnson looks to the top side of the racetrack. Nothing there. He'll think better of it. He'll pull back down in front of the number 7 of Travis Walls. We look back here through the field. John Michael Bryant has lost the distance, but who can make it up? Chris Knighty, Nicholas Maynard, Kevin Tanko's round out in the top 8. Showtime Chase Johnson to the top side of the racetrack, going to make something work up there on that fence. He'll get a run down the front stretch off turn 4. Excuse me. Can he get to that right rear quarter panel of Everett Larson? It looks like he'll be able to. Showtime Chase Johnson has the quarter panel going into turn 1. Door to door into turn 1. Showtime Chase Johnson will put the gas down. Power right by the 07 of Everett Larson off turn 2. Down the back straightaway, 10 laps into the Jockey Lot 200. Here comes Terry Hughes Jr. on the inside. Troy's Alabama, the 25-year-old, all over the inside of Travis Wall off turns 3 and 4. Door to door across the dog leg. Who's going to get that one? Travis Wall will be the succeeder. He'll finish out right there in the 3rd place spot that lap over Terry Hughes. John Michael Bryant likes what he sees in front of him. Says, please, please, please. But this is no Sabrina Carpenter. Showtime Chase Johnson is your leader here, 11 laps in the Jockey Lot 200. Can he pull away from the 07 of Everett Larson as they continue to battle door to door into turns 3 and 4? Everett Larson can't quite put the power down over Showtime Chase Johnson. Showtime Chase Johnson trying to drive away with this thing. Showtime Chase Johnson blinks in and out. There he comes back. Everett Larson all over the back bumper. Ho, ho, ho. Chase Johnson looking for an early Christmas present, trying to lock himself into the MRL Gen 6 Cup Series playoffs here. Live on the Booty Scooter Racing channel. We've had nothing but action-packed racing so far. 12 laps down. Terry Hughes Jr. ain't giving an inch. Travis Wall and Terry Hughes Jr. continue to battle door to door. We take you over the Chopper Camp live over the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. These guys continue to battle it out. We'll take something up back to the front. Showtime Chase Johnson has extended that lead over at Everett Larson. Nicholas Maynard and Chris Knighty battle down the back straightaway. Tony Cook back out on the racetrack after suffering some issues. Finds himself 2 laps down. Said he had some power supply issue is what I'm hearing from the admin, but Tony Cook is back out on the racetrack looking for a caution to get himself some laps back. Everett Larson will have to concede again to the number 78 of Showtime Chase Johnson as they come across the dog leg. John Michael Bryant trying to run down this pack in front of him. And we have a battle going into turns 3 and 4. That'll be the 02 of Nicholas Maynard. Look to the top side of the racetrack. Trying to run down the triple deuce of Chris Knighty off turns 3 and 4. Can Nicholas Maynard get the run across the front stretch? Looks like he will. We'll get the left rear quarter panel. Chris Knighty coming off the end of the dog leg, diving in the turns 1 and 2. That's a beautiful race car. Chevy and Ford battle off the turns 2, excuse me, down the back straightaway. The number 02 of Nicholas Maynard, proud carry of tonight's stream on the Booty Scooter Racing channel. You see it there on the hood. A lot of power underneath that Ford Mustang. Can he get to the front? Showtime Chase Johnson continues to lead at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Jockey Lot 200. He extends his lead over the number 81 of Terry Hughes, who finally gets around the number 07 of Everett Larson. We've been caution-free so far here in the Jockey Lot 200 live at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. As Nicholas Maynard completes the pass around the triple deuce of Chris Knighty and continues to pull away here. Nicholas Maynard started in the last place spot qualifying and wrecked on his second lap in qualifying and finds himself up 5 spots in the 6th place spot. Chris Knighty ripping through turns 2. We are 17 laps down here in the Jockey Lot 200, live on the Booty Scoot Racing channel for the MRL Gen 6 Cup Series, live at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina. Carolina kids all throughout the field. Terry Hughes is all over the back bumper of Showtime Chase Johnson. Here they go. Can Terry Hughes Jr. from Troy, Alabama, making his second start here in the MRL Cup Series. It's cut the gap down on the number 78 of Showtime Chase Johnson, battling all over the SN. Chevy versus Ford. Pretty diverse field throughout the field tonight. Chevy Ford is how they run in the top 4. But right now, Terry Hughes Jr. seems to have the best bit of Showtime Chase Johnson. Down on the inside, Showtime Chase Johnson just needs to hold his line and don't be overpressured by the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. Let Terry Hughes Jr. do what he's trying to do. If you want to go, just go. Ladies and gentlemen, these guys will have to pit at some point during the night's race, possibly twice. Just depending on when these guys go and pit, we'll have a better look at it, but that's further to come. But Terry Hughes Jr. says, I need to go now, as every point led in the MRL Cup Series is 1 point added to your total score, and he'll blow the doors off of Showtime Chase Johnson. And Showtime Chase Johnson will concede, try to save a little bit of tire. The number 07 of Everett Larson trying to run him down. Nicholas Maynard came from the last place spot up to the 6th place spot. He has passed the number 23 of John Michael Bryan and is working on the 7 car of Travis Wall, and he'll put the power down off turns 3 and 4. What a move by the 02. 3 wide across the front stretch. Nicholas Maynard and Kevin Tankos double team. Travis Wall diving into turns 1 and 2, door to door down the back straightaway. Kevin Tankos has got something to say for the 02, the number 4 Budweiser machine, bad fast down the back straightaway. We take it to the blimp cam here, get a better angle of what everybody's kind of got going on. Door to door back there, you see it. Travis Wall is falling another spot. Bobby Kyle battling him hard down the front stretch. Nicholas Maynard and Kevin Tankos is the battle that we're looking in on. Battle for 4th. These guys doing everything that they can to try to catch this front pack of Everett Larson, Showtime Chase Johnson, and Terry Hughes Jr. The battle for the lead here, you see it. Terry Hughes Jr. has made the pass. He's continuing to pull himself out front here. We are 23 laps into the Jockey Lot 200 MRL Gen 6 Cup Series live at the Charlotte Motor Speedway on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We're about to take our first Fast and Loud. You don't want to miss a thing. Make sure you slap that like button and punch that follow button. Back here on the Booty Scoop Racing channel for the Jockey Lot 200. That was the completion of tonight's first Fast and Loud. It's brought to you by the AFLglobal.com, AFL Telecommunications in Duncan, South Carolina. Travis Wall from Pelzer, South Carolina, currently running in the 9th place spot. Trying to put something together. Ate them tires up early. I think it's coming to bite him out on the backside. Meanwhile, Nicholas Maynard, the kid from Wilford, South Carolina, is up 8 spots from the back. Finding himself in the 3rd place spot, trying to run down the number 78 of Showtime Chase Johnson and Terry Hughes Jr., who continue to battle it out and pull away from the field. Down the back straightaway, Chase Johnson trying to save a little bit of something for Terry Hughes Jr. on the back side of this run. Terry Hughes Jr. will lift early. Showtime. So does Showtime Chase Johnson, excuse me. Nicholas Maynard likes what he sees in front of him. Everett Larson under attack by the number 4 of Kevin Tankos. Kevin Tankos will complete the pass across the dog leg. Takes skill and precision, folks, to be able to just pass on the bottom side of the dog leg and pull up into traffic. I don't think I can express enough of how close that is. It's number 4 of Kevin Tankos will ride on board, trying to run down the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. Drives it deep into the corner. The 2 red machines running each other down, trying to get to the front pack, closing that gap ever so slightly. You see it. Showtime Chase Johnson and Terry Hughes Jr. continue to battle it out. Don't you just love the sound of ripping V8s through the airs of the night sky in the Carolinas? As Nicholas Maynard and Kevin Tankos continue to slowly shrink that gap up. You can see it visible to the eye. Take it back up to the chopper cam. Got a battle back here for the 6th place spot between Everett Larson and Bobby Kyle. And you see the number 13 of Jonathan Smith has worked his way into traffic after going a lap down, serving a black flag for jumping the start of the race. Jonathan Smith, Goldsboro, North Carolina, trying to work around traffic of the 777 of Bobby Kyle. Bobby Kyle says, I'm not giving you an inch. I'm on the lead lap. Got to follow the rules. 67-year-old from Artersville, Georgia, out here running with these young bucks, showing them how it gets down, no pun intended, with the John Deere scheme. Badass paint scheme from Bobby Kyle. I think that's going to be Bobby's Kyle new nickname here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Badass Bobby Kyle. To the top side of the racetrack around the number 13 of Jonathan Smith. I think I like that, ladies and gentlemen. Showtime Chase Johnson continues to try to run down the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. from Troy, Alabama. Just can't seem to find a way around him where he's playing the strategic car. Ladies and gentlemen, 34 laps complete here in the Jockey Lot 200. At some point in time, you got to start to begin to think when these guys will throw a strategy on to come on the pit road. You cannot run 100 laps in these fields, I know. So who is going to lead these guys on the pit road and make that bold, ballsy call to start the green flag pit stops? But 34 laps, 35 laps down now here in the Jockey Lot 200. Be expecting those real soon, ladies and gentlemen. Who's going to do it? As we see here, Nicholas Maynard and Kevin Tankos continue to battle it out for the 3rd place spot. Hawthorne, New Jersey, Kevin Tanko, 19-year-old, won the I-85 late model stock series, not the I-85 stock, won 2 weeks ago, excuse me, the MRL Gen 6 Cup Series live at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Locked himself into the MRL playoffs as he battles to the inside of the 0-2 Nicholas Maynard, door-to-door off turn 4. Nicholas Maynard take the top side of the dog leg. Can he complete the pass? It looks like he will. Close down the bottom apron. Kevin Tankles will just fall in behind the 0-2 Nicholas Maynard. They continue to peel off time to the leaders of Showtime Chase Johnson and Terry Hughes Jr. You can see the gap. Terry Hughes Jr. will take a little right on board with him. He coasts it down into turns 1 and 2. Nice and soft and easy. Trying to do everything he can to lock himself into the MRL playoff series. Only his second career race here in the MRL league. Kevin Tankos over the ass into Nicholas Maynard. Will he look to the inside? He'll think better. Nicholas Maynard stays to the top side of the racetrack. Kevin Tankos throws it down on the bottom side. Battle off turn 2. John Michael Bryant has fallen off pace, ladies and gentlemen. The tires are gone. The J Money Sense machine started up in the top 5. Started down in the bottom half of the top 5 and continues to run right there. Currently running in the 8th place spot. Terry Hughes Jr., Showtime Chase Johnson, Nicholas Maynard and Kevin Tankos closing the gap. Bobby Kyle rounds out the top 5 as Jonathan Smith, tonight's pole leader. Currently running up there with the leaders, ladies and gentlemen, but it is a lap down for jumping the start. Trying to hope and pray for a caution as he needs to get back on the lead lap if he wants in order to chance to contend. Is Nicholas Maynard up the top side of the racetrack here. Kevin Tankos is going to be able to pull the left rear quarter panel off that mistake of the 0-2 of Nicholas Maynard. As they battle across the dogleg, Nicholas Maynard powers by the number 4 of Kevin Tankos again. Closes the door on him. Showtime Chase Johnson put up a little bit of more of a gap to number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. Showtime Chase Johnson wants to have a chance not to get past. He's going to have to kick it in the gear. Nicholas Maynard and Kevin Tankos are on their way. $39 laps, coming to 40 laps down here. The Jockey Lot 200 live at the Charlotte Motor Speedway on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Slap that like button and punch that follow button. You don't want to miss a thing. We'll be right back. Things getting a little dicey here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, the Jockey Lot 200. Welcome back in after a brief announcement from our sponsors. Nicholas Maynard, 0-2 from Wilford, South Carolina, had started from the back of the pack in the last place spot. That Ford Mustang of his and that Maynard Motors machine is bad fast tonight as he has found himself up in the second place spot off pure speed. Kevin Tankos and Showtime Chase Johnson not giving an inch back here. 3 wide down the back stretch. Kevin Tankos looks better. Look at the inside. That's lap traffic. Jonathan Smith, he says, I have everything to fight for as a lap car. I'm not pulling over for anybody. Kevin Tankos will look to the inside of Showtime Chase Johnson. Chase Johnson will think better of it. Wants to have his car in the end or one piece. But Nicholas Maynard, our hard charger of the night, up 9 spots. Can he run down the race leader, Terry Hughes Jr.? 43 laps complete here at the Jockey Lot 200. Almost halfway here, about 6-ish laps to the halfway point. The number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. making his second career race debut here in the MRL Cup Series. Finds himself with a little nice comfy lead over the rest of these guys as they battle door to door down the back straightaway. That's Kevin Tankos. The number 13 of Jonathan Smith, not sparing these guys an inch, doesn't care if he's a lap down or not. Pass the complete right there. Kevin Tankos, the Nicholas Maynard on the 0-2, up in the top side of the wall. So is Kevin Tankos. Number 0-2 has closed that gap up on the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. Can he complete the pass? Nicholas Maynard, the kid from Wilford, South Carolina, the 22-year-old, closes the gap up even more in turns 1 and 2. Lap traffic ahead for the leader of Terry Hughes Jr., the number 81, Troy, Alabama. Will it be a factor? Can Nicholas Maynard make something shake going in the turns 3 and 4? The number 7 of Travis Wall will stay up to the top side of the racetrack. The tires are cooked, my guy. Nicholas Maynard, our hard charge of the night, doesn't have anybody behind him to worry about. The third place car of Kevin Tankos is solidly fell back behind the number 13 of John Smith, who is a lap down. The Nicholas Maynard 02 machine will thank him for that. There's a bubble. All Nicholas Maynard's got to do is just try to run down the number 81 and be nice and smooth and consistent. Battle for the lead here. 46 laps in at the Jockey Lot 200. We have another battle for the lead. Nicholas Maynard up in the wall. Nicholas Maynard down the bottom side of the racetrack. Looks bottom, looks top. The number 81, Terry Hughes Jr. blocks. Nicholas Maynard face top, goes bottom. What a move by Nicholas Maynard. Can he complete the pass? Terry Hughes Jr., Nicholas Maynard battle down the back straightaway. Nicholas Maynard complete the pass. He will pull up in front of the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. off the back stretch into turns 3 and 4. The kid Nicholas Maynard from the back to the front. He is your race leader. Well, for South Carolina, stand up. The number 02 machine is out front here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. A Carolina kid out front, 48 laps down, almost to the halfway point. These guys have to pit soon, you would have to expect. Nicholas Maynard is out front, ladies and gentlemen. Kevin Tanko's in the second place spot. Terry Hughes Jr. in the third place spot. Bobby Kyle in the fourth place spot. Showtime Chase Johnson in the fifth place spot, following right behind. Showtime Chase Johnson led some laps out here early tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse me. Showtime Chase Johnson led some laps out here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Got tight in the wall. Got chased down. It was just not quite able to get back around. The number 81 here is the number 13 of Jonathan Smith, who was a lap down, fighting with the leader, Nicholas Maynard and Kevin Tanko. He's the guy that's keeping them separated. 49 laps down, coming to the halfway point. Nicholas Maynard slowing up. I think we have a green flag pit stops, ladies and gentlemen. Nicholas Maynard, the race leader, will bring them down pit road to start off the green flag pit stop. Showtime Chase Johnson and Bobby Kyle will follow right behind. So with the number 07 of Everett Larson, the race leader Nicholas Maynard leads them down. We are under green flag pit stops. You'll love to see it here on the Booty Scoot Racing Channel. Strategy has now been implemented, ladies and gentlemen. The 02 Nicholas Maynard will pull into his pit box. The guys will hop over. They'll jack up the right side of the race car. They'll put 2 right side tires on the race car, jump over to the left side. The Booty Scoot Racing guys, proud sponsor of the night stream, will jack up the left side of the car for the Maynard Motor machine of Nicholas Maynard. Nicholas Maynard's off. Kevin Tango's who in the second spot behind Nicholas Maynard. They drop his car. He's off. Nicholas Maynard wins the battle off pit road. 4 fresh tires for Nicholas Maynard, and Kevin Tanko's 4 as well. Here comes Showtime Chase Johnson, be third off pit road, followed by Bobby Kyle. Race leader Nicholas Maynard still in the lead on the green flag pit stop. Everybody coming to a stop there. John Michael Bryant completes his stop along with Everett Larson. Showtime Chase Johnson trying to run down. That'll be the number 33 of Tony Cook, who is 2 laps down. For having some power supply trouble early in his race car. Finds himself 2 laps down along with John Smith. This is not what them 2 guys who are a lap down wanted to see. It's Nicholas Maynard. We'll see how the things have to shake out here after the pit strategy call. We'll see where everybody implements and falls back into line. But currently right now, Nicholas Maynard leads them on, leads them off, and will continue to lead off pit road. Not far behind him is the well-induced number 4 Budweiser machine of Kevin Tanko's as they'll battle it out. Can he run down the 02 Nicholas Maynard? Terry Hughes fighting hard for the second place spot. He'll look to the inside of the number 4. Showtime Chase Johnson with a decent stop there. Not nobody to come out with, so he's racing by himself, which is what all he needs, but clean airs might not be always your friend. 52 laps down here. If I had to do my math, they pitted around 48, 49 laps, ladies and gentlemen. So I would say it'd be real close again here to the end. This could get really, really interesting. Showtime Chase Johnson tries to close the gap down. Bobby Kyle will round out the 5th place spot. Everett Larson gets a decent stop as well. John Michael Bryant, the boogeyman, on the lead lap in the 8th place spot, trying to run down the rest of this pack after green flag snaps. Travis Wall, the last guy on the lead lap. Jonathan Smith will find himself a lap down. Nicholas Maynard your race leader, 53 laps down on the Jockey Lot 200 from Welford, South Carolina. Stand up, your guys out front as we take a break. Back at the Jockey Lot 200, live from Concord, North Carolina, the Charlotte Motor Speedway. You are looking down at the 02 Maynard Motors machine of Nicholas Maynard from Welford, South Carolina. Currently, your race leader has drove from the back of the pack, starting in the 11th place spot up to the lead. Let him down pit road for the green flag stops. He's found his way back to the front after the cycle is pounded out. Terry Hughes Jr. will round out the second place spot from Troy, Alabama. Has led a handful of tonight's lap as they battle off turns 1 and 2. Number 4 of Kevin Tanko's Chevy Camaro, from Hawthorne, New Jersey, the 19-year-old. Battling hard. That race car seems to be nice and tight and glowing for him tonight underneath these Charlotte Motor Speedway lights. Badass race car. Kevin Tanko's is fast. Can he make something shake here? 56 laps down on the Jockey Lot 200. Showtime Chase Johnson. And that's Santa Claus number 78 machine. That's a beautiful race car, glowing as well under these Charlotte Motor Speedway lights. That beautiful blue. Greer, South Carolina. Can the Chase Johnson Racing Chevy Camaro got what he's got in it? Down the back straightaway, trying to close up that gap to the leaders. Bobby Kyle on the 777 from Arnesville, Georgia. The 67-year-old driver will round out the top 5 spot as he tries to chase down Showtime Chase Johnson for the 4th place spot. He's got lap traffic with the number 7 of Travis Wall. We'll do a little quick review of Travis Wall. Another Carolina kid in the field tonight. Driving that number 7 Ford Mustang. Just hasn't been his night so far. Burned the tires off that thing early. Found himself just falling on the ass end of that run there. Found his way back down to the 9th place spot as he's gotten lapped. Bobby Kyle tries to run him down. Chris Knighty in the Triple Deuce. That beautiful black and yellow machine. Ripping down the back straightaway. That Chevy Camaro looks bad fast. Tap this ass, daddy. We need you to tap that gas a little faster. Chris Knighty rounds out the 6th place spot. The Triple Deuce looks bad fast tonight. Beautiful racing scheme from Chris Knighty in the Triple Deuce. Everett Larson, the 14-year-old, driving that 07 Food City machine as tough as he can. Finds himself in the 7th place spot after battling for the lead earlier tonight. John Michael Bryant, the boogeyman from Greer, South Carolina, your mom's favorite driver. This hasn't been her race tonight. John Michael Bryant down on the apron damn near there. And his J Money Sense Wax Candles machine. Just look down from the AFL chopper cam. The 02 of Nicholas Maynard kind of extends his lead down on the back straightaways, but he's giving it up in the corners. The number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. from Troy, Alabama. Seems to be just a little tad bit better than Nicholas Maynard in the corner. Goods 3 and 4 for the 02 car of Nicholas Maynard there. If you look back through the field, Chris Knighty, kind of see the gap that these guys have riding around in the 6th place spot with his gap over Everett Larson. We'll look over the gap to the 3rd place spot. Kevin Tango's to the 2nd place spot to kind of get you a better picture. Showtime Chase Johnson slowly closing that gap over the number 4 of Kevin Tango. Nine-time official race winner Terry Hughes Jr. trying to save a little bit of something for the 02 Nicholas Maynard. Make a race win number 10 for him here in the Jockey Lot 200. 63 laps complete. We are moving, or like we like to say here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel, booting and scooting here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Caution free through 63 laps. Down 1 through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard leads Terry Hughes Jr. and the Jockey Lot 200. Stay right here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Make sure you punch that follow button. Slap that like button. We'll be right back after this station identification. ladies and gentlemen. You look down off turns 3 and 4. Showtime Chase Johnson has worked himself back up to the 3rd place spot over the number 4 car, Kevin Tankos, and his Budweiser Ford Mustang from Hawthorne, New Jersey. Nicholas Maynard, the kid from Wilford, South Carolina, has extended his lead over the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. from Troy, Alabama, as they fly down the back straightaway. Nicholas Maynard continues to lead here at Charlotte Motor Speedway after taking the lead right before green flag pit stop. So we are 66 laps down. That's 16 laps after the green flag pit stops here. Nicholas Maynard gets into the wall. Doesn't seem to affect him. 67 laps down here in the Jockey Lot 200. We got battles all over this racetrack. You see it right there, battle for the 3rd place spot. Showtime Chase Johnson and Kevin Tankos has been back and forth all night. Kevin Tankos trying to stay in the draft here and stay with that number 78. Don't want him to get too far out in front of him where he just cannot catch him on the back end of this run. Kevin Tankos, has been a solid night for him tonight. Starting back in the back of the field, found himself up here in the 4th place spot tonight, down 2 spots from his starting spot though. He dropped early. I think I know his plan though. Showtime Chase Johnson been on front all night. Been a race contender tonight, trying to lock himself into the MRL, Cup Series playoffs. Excuse me, almost said Xfinity. But since I mentioned it, this weekend, folks, you don't want to miss it here on the Booty Scooter Racing channel. This Saturday night, the MRL Xfinity Series takes on Watkins Glen right here on the Booty Scooter Racing channel. Guaranteed action-packed racing. Make sure you press that follow button. We got a battle back here for the 7th place spot. John Michael Bryant, the Boogeyman, and Everett Larson have finally found each other for the first time tonight. John Michael Bryant will blow the doors off the 07. John Michael Bryant, the Boogeyman, been a quiet night for him tonight. Nothing much out of that J Money since number 23 Ford Mustang from him. But he seemed to make an adjustment there on that pit stop. His car is coming alive. He's closed the gap up. He's up to the 7th place spot, up 2 spots from the pit stop. He's got the Boogeyman looking to make something shake down in the turns 1 and 2. He's going to have to put in a lot of work here. Tons of laps left, 30 laps left. Terry Hughes Jr., Nicholas Maynard, your winner. The battle, the lead is extended as you see it right there. Nicholas Maynard out front. Kevin Tankos and Chase Johnson battle down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. The 78 has begun to put the pedal to the metal and put it down over the number 4, Kevin Tankos. Showtime Chase Johnson knows if he's got to do something, he's got to do it now. As Terry Hughes and Nicholas Maynard has put a gap over him and Kevin Tankos. He would wish that a caution would fly here, and so would Travis Wall and Jonathan Smith. It has just not been their night tonight. Jonathan Smith was our pole leader, jumped the start to start the race. Had to serve a black flag penalty. We have been caution-free here tonight, still suffering that penalty here late in the race. Diving into turns 3 and 4, has a bad, fast race car. But just unfortunate luck here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. We look down at Pelzer, South Carolina. Travis Wall, same situation with him. Bad, fast race car. Found himself in a tight, sticky situation with the tires blowing off of it in the first run. Went a little too hard, got lapped down. It's yet to get that caution to get that lap back. It'll be Maynard, Hughes, Johnson, and Tankos. Bobby Kyle rounding out the top 5. 72 laps down here at the Jockey Lot 200. 27 laps remain, excuse me. Nicholas Maynard crosses the line, diving into turn 1. The kid leads them at the Charlotte Motor Speedway. Welcome back into the Booty Scoot Racing channel live on TikTok. Make sure you slap that like button, punch that follow button. 26 laps remain in the Jockey Lot 200. Nicholas Maynard, the kid, is out front, ladies and gentlemen. I think they may or may not have to make another pit stop here again. who's saving and who hasn't been. We'll try to throw up the pit strategy here, make you make sense the best that we can. About a 17 lap to go is when guys started to come in. Chris Nady was the first one to pit it from about the 8th to 9th place spot. Nicholas Maynard brought him down from the lead here and has found himself cycle back to the front of the lead. Will they have enough gas to be able to get through tonight? Or will they have to stop again, ladies and gentlemen? It's just going to have to find out as the laps click here. It'll be Maynard, Hughes, Johnson, and then Tankos following out the 4th place spot. Right now, it's anybody's game, but Nicholas Maynard is out front. Who's saving and who isn't? 25 laps to go. Will these guys have to pit again? We'll figure it out. Live at the Concord, North Carolina, Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jockey Lot 200 for the MRL Gen 6 Cup Series. Showtime Chase Johnson is under attack for that 3rd place spot by the number 4 Ford Mustang. Budweiser machine of Kevin Tankos from Hawthorne, New Jersey. Kevin Tankos get the run off turn 4. He'll take it to the inside of Showtime Chase Johnson. Showtime Chase Johnson not looking for any kind of problem. Wants to make something happen for the end of the race, but he'll keep it on that right side quarter panel. Will not let him take that aero advantage over him. Showtime Chase Johnson. I'll turn 2 down the back straightaway for the number 78. Will complete the pass around the number 4, Kevin Tankos, and hold his spot. Nicholas Maynard has been your race leader since the pit stops. Welford, South Carolina, stand up. The kid has stretched his lead big time over the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. It'll be Maynard, Hughes, Johnson, Tankos, and Bobby Kyle in the 5th place spot, rounding out the top 5 here. 21 laps remain. Nicholas Maynard will ride on board with. We can't put up some of them driver inputs. As you see, Nicholas Maynard doing exactly what I was just ready to point out. Off that gas big time, trying to save some fuel, ladies and gentlemen. I think we might have another stop on our hands here in the near future. So let's ride along with Nicholas Maynard down here to turn 1, see what he does with them feet. Watch them feet down there, ladies and gentlemen. It's nice and easy, slow back to the gas, trying to save some gas. Just a nice in-depth scoop of just kind of what these drivers have on their hands tonight. Nicholas Maynard doing everything that he has to do to try to lock himself in. Terry Hughes down the back straightaway right behind him. Battle for the 3rd place spot. Kevin Tankos has completed the pass around the number 78 of Showtime Chase Johnson. Moving Kevin Tankos up to the 3rd place spot. Kevin Tankos looks like he has a bad fast race car. It's Ford, Chevy. That'll round out the top 6 manufacturing wise. These blue ovals seem to have something a little extra more than these bow ties tonight. Who's going to be the first one back to the start-finish line with the white flags in the air and lock themselves in the playoffs? It's Kevin Tankos has stretched that lead that he has taken and passed over Showtime Chase Johnson. Terry Hughes Jr. under no pressure. Just got to keep doing what he's doing. But Nicholas Maynard has stretched that lead big time. Jonathan Smith is trying to get around the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard and get a lap back. Crucializing penalty for him in the opening lap, jumping the start before the green flag to start the race. I would expect Nicholas Maynard to let the 13 of Jonathan Smith go right around him here. He doesn't want to fight, doesn't want to burn any of his stuff up. Nicholas Maynard stays to the top side of the racetrack to let the 13 by the lap traffic. It's a smart move. You got to go all the way back around again to pass me. Nicholas Maynard doing what he's got to do, trying to save a little bit of fuel. Kevin Tankos, we're right on board with him. Is Kevin Tankos saving a little bit of fuel? Will we have another pit stop? see Kevin Tanko's nice and easy off the gas as well, back to the throttle. You see the race leader, that red machine right in front of him through that beautiful windshield, bright, shining through the night of the Charlotte Motor Speedway and these big, beautiful lights here. Giving you everything. You see Kevin Tanko's was skipping to the bottom side of the racetrack. Kevin Tanko's saving gas as well. He'll pass the number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. for the second place spot. Terry Hughes Jr. has fallen back down to the third place spot after leading the majority of the laps led tonight, but Nicholas Maynard slowly approaching that lap number tonight with about 34 laps led for Nicholas Maynard. 15 laps to go here in the Jockey Lot 200 live at the Charlotte Motor Speedway on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing. Nicholas Maynard is out front. You don't want to miss a thing. We'll be right back on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. Welcome back into the Booty Scoot Racing channel live on TikTok. Make sure you slap that like button and punch that follow button. You are looking down at the Concord, North Carolina's Charlotte Motor Speedway's Jockey Lot 200 for the MRL Gen 6 Cup Series. The number 02 of Nicholas Maynard, the kid from Wilford, South Carolina, is your race leader and has been so ever since the green flag pit stops. Not far behind, slowly, Kevin Tankos has drug his way back into the picture over the number 02 of Nicholas Maynard. Trying to race down that race leader as you hear him pedal to the metal. About a straightaway link between the two of them. Showtime Chase Johnson on the ascent of the straightaway trying to run down that four-car Kevin Tankos. As we'll go back to Nicholas Maynard, we're right back on board with Nicholas Maynard. As we looked earlier, he was saving hard for some gas. Is Nicholas Maynard still saving for gas? Will we have another pit stop? Off early in the corner, down on the bottom side of the racetrack. Nicholas Maynard will feather it back full throttle. Nicholas Maynard is saving gas. Is Kevin Tanko saving gas? Kevin Tanko's off of the gas as well, going into the corners. Ladies and gentlemen, we may have a fuel battle on our hands. We'll pull up. The pit stop lap was on 49 for most of these drivers. The top four drivers pitted on lap 49 together. So they should be all running about equal on gas. Chris 90 as well. Bobby Kyle is the least furthest back on the earliest pit stop. Who is going to make something shake? Do we have a battle on our hands? We've seen about a halfway point pit stop. Can these drivers make it to lap 100 without having to pit again? Nicholas Maynard continues the lead here in the Jockey Lot 200. 8 laps remain here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. It'll be Maynard and Kevin Tankos battling it out for the lead. Showtime Chase Johnson in the third place spot. Behind him in the fourth place spot will be the number 777 of Bobby Kyle, the 67-year-old out here running with these cats tonight. Trying to make something shake. Arnoldville, Georgia, stand up. Bobby Kyle with the top 5's run tonight. Terry Hughes Jr., the number 81 from Troy, Alabama. Let him, you know what, ton of laps tonight. Almost said the F word, folks. Terry Hughes is out of gas, ladies and gentlemen. Nicholas Maynard is on pit road with Kevin Tankos. Green flag, pit stops for a second time. 7 laps are left here in the Jockey Lot 200. Showtime Chase Johnson is your race leader. These guys are starting to run out of gas slowly. Chris Knight, he comes down pit road as well. He's off. Nicholas Maynard takes 2 tires. And gas only. Nicholas Maynard, 2 tires and gas. Kevin Tankos, gas only. Showtime Chase Johnson is your race leader. Take it to a blimp shot. Chase Johnson is your race leader. Bobby Kyle right behind him. 7 laps remain here. 6 laps remain in the Jockey Lot 200. Nicholas Maynard and Kevin Tankos race each other off pit road for the race lead. Will Chase Johnson get back around the lap or not? It looks like they'll blend right back into the racetrack with fair advantage. Nicholas Maynard and Kevin Tankos running each other down for the race win here. 6 laps to go. Showtime Chase Johnson is your race leader. If they got to go, they got to go now. Kevin Tankos on no tires. Nicholas Maynard takes 2 tires. Will 2 tires be the advantage here in the Jockey Lot 200? This seems to be the battle for the race win. Showtime Chase Johnson is your race leader. Is Showtime Chase Johnson saved enough gas in that race car? Can he get around? So we're right on board with Showtime Chase Johnson as we listen to him pick up that gas off turns 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Coasting it. Chase Johnson might be on the verge of having to make a pit stop as well. We'll shoot it back to the chopper cam. Chase Johnson still currently your race leader. Bobby Kyle closing in hard. Nicholas Maynard has made the pass on Kevin Tankos for the first place spot. If this was to get back cycled out, 4 laps to go. Kevin Tankos and Nicholas Maynard soon to be the race for the win here, as Nicholas Maynard's got the advantage with him 2 tires. Showtime Chase Johnson currently your race leader on the same backstretch as them. If they got to go, they got to go now. Showtime Chase Johnson still got some gas. Bobby Kyle as well. We're right on board with the old man, Bobby Kyle. He's got his foot completely down. We'll listen and going into turn 1. Where does he lift at? Is he rolling the corner? Can Bobby Kyle make it? Off the gas will close the distance on the number 78 of Showtime Chase Johnson. We're right on board with Chase Johnson. Three laps remain here in the Jockey Lot 200. Terry Hughes Jr. in this 3rd place spot. He's on fresh tires. Not fresh tires, excuse me, but he doesn't have much gas either. But the gap between him and Bobby Kyle is so massive. If something was to happen, can they get back around? Showtime Chase Johnson looking for 2 laps in that number 78 machine, trying to lock himself in. As he was robbed out of a win at the New Hampshire Motor Speedway after a beautiful strategy call by Kevin Tankos to win it. And takes the win away from Showtime Chase Johnson. Showtime Chase Johnson trying to make something shake. Showtime Chase Johnson needing 2 laps out of that car to get back to the start-finish line. White flag will be in the air. Chase Johnson puttering that thing across the start-finish line. Showtime Chase Johnson's out of gas. Bobby Kyle is your winner. White flag is in the air. Can Terry Hughes get to Bobby Kyle? Will Bobby Kyle have enough fuel? Bobby Kyle may potentially just be your winner, folks. White flag is in the air down the backstretch for Bobby Kyle for the final time. Terry Hughes Jr. trying to run down the 777 of Bobby Kyle. Can he get there? You see the gap. Terry Hughes Jr. Showtime Chase Johnson still coasting down the back straightaway. Bobby Kyle off turn 4 for the final time will win and score and lock himself into the Gen 6 Cup Series with a win at the Charlotte Motor Speedway in the Jockey Lot 200. Bobby Kyle wins it on fuel mileage. Bobby Kyle, the 67-year-old from Arnoldsville, Georgia, Bobby Kyle, locks himself into the MRL Cup Series playoffs with a win. With the fuel strategy call, just saved enough. Terry Hughes Jr. bring it home in the 2nd place spot. Nicholas Maynard rounds out the 3rd place spot. Not quite enough. Will bring it home from the lead with 7 to go with Kevin Tankos to try to get some gas back in their tank. Nicholas Maynard falls short and will have the race lost. John Michael Bryant will finish out in the 4th place spot. What a run from the boogeyman. Was running in the 9th place spot going in to the final bit there. Was able to coast it home and get in the 4th place spot over Everett Larson, who will round out the final top 5 spot, paying in points. Kevin Tankos, heartbreaker, right on the ass end of Nicholas Maynard, the race leader. Bobby Kyle, your race winner. Don't think he had enough gas to make it back to pit road, but there he is, ladies and gentlemen, driving the 777 John Deere BKM racing machine. It was Bobby Kyle. John Michael Bryant still limps it around home, ladies and gentlemen. What an absolute show here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. We'll pull up the race results from tonight's race. What an absolute banger, ladies and gentlemen. You don't want to miss a thing, as we say here, and that's why. We'll pull up the race results. Bobby Kyle in the 777 from BKM Racing, Honorsville, Georgia, comes up to North Carolina and upsets the Carolina kids in their home state at the Charlotte Motor Speedway and wins it on a thriller pit strategy call. He's able to coast it home and save enough gas for the win. Terry Hughes Jr. in the number 81 Bounty Hunter Sim Racing machine will bring it home in the second place spot. Nicholas Maynard in the Booty Scoot Racing, proud sponsor of tonight's stream and carrying the stream on his beautiful race car, had the win in the bag, goes and pits because he was short on gas and just can't get back to the front, runs out of laps. John Michael Bryant, the boogeyman, and this J Money Motorsports machine, as we just said, what a run from the 9th place spot there in the last little bit, was able to stay out and coast it home to a 4th place spot. The number 07 of Everett Larson, ever so right behind J Money Motorsports machine of John Michael Bryant, real close at the line. Kevin Tankos and his number 4 Rush Budweiser Ford Mustang machine was bad fast tonight. Him and Nicholas Maynard cut through the field from the back of the pack. Was running 1-2. Nicholas Maynard brings them down pit road. Just could not get back to the front. Kevin Tankos follows as well. Will finish out in the 6th place spot. Chase Johnson Racing's Chase Johnson, his number 78 Chevy Camaro machine, was stupid fast tonight. Led some laps early and just couldn't get back to the front. Kept falling back. Come down on the pit stops. Got back out with a tough battle. The number 81 of Terry Hughes Jr. as he'll run out of gas as your race leader. 2 laps remaining in the race and will not be able to bring it home. 2 upsets in a row in a 2-week, month period time almost for Chase Johnson, as we are on our 2nd race in a row where he has had the win, lost in the last closing laps of the race. Number 2 Triple Deuce, Ford racing machine of Chris Knighty will bring it home in the 8th place spot. He battled hard in that black and yellow beautiful race car tonight. Just didn't have quite the speed he was looking for. Will round it home and bring it home in the Triple Deuce home clean tonight. And then round it out in the 8th place spot. The number 9th place spot will be the 7 of Travis Wall in his Radius Racing machine. Burned the set of tires off that he got to start the race and was just too far back to make something shake. Jonathan Smith, the number 13 Elite Southern Motorsports machine, will round out the 10th place spot. 2 laps down. Was our pole leader tonight. Our pole sitter jumped the start before the race, had to serve a black flag. We go caution free here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and he's unable to get himself back on the lead lap. Tony Cook and his Home Run Cafe number 33 Camaro machine has power supply trouble issues on lap 1 of the race. Pulls it off, goes in the garage. Was able to come out and complete about 60-something, about 64 laps here tonight. Wasn't able to bring it home to the finish. He'll finish 46 laps down in the 11th place position. James Fountain was called to the hauler before the race today. Said he was needed back in the garage on the pit crew machine for a teammate in the ARCA series. Will not be able to race tonight. He'll finish 100 laps down. Honorable mention, James Fountain. But ladies and gentlemen, Bobby Kyle from Honorsville, Georgia, wins it at Charlotte Motor Speedway in Concord, North Carolina in the Jockey Lot 200 and locks himself in to the MRL Gen 6 Cup Series live here on the Booty Scoot Racing channel. You don't want to miss a thing, as we say, and that's why, as Bobby Kyle brings it home in an absolute thriller at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, wins it on a pit call coming off turns 3 and 4 on the final lap. Bobby Kyle is your race winner. Thank you for watching.